Joko conquers. Thank you for playing.
Ah, Commander. A little bird told me you and your friends went on a pilgrimage to the Mists. I am pleased and a little surprised to see that you survived the journey. What can I do for you?
We're combing the desert in search of something.
You're in luck. I have loads of something. You're welcome to peruse it at your leisure. This is the part where you clarify your statement and tell me what you're actually looking for.
What do you know about the Riverlands? Are there any peculiarities I should know about?
Well, there's a lot of history in those parts. Kind of history that attracts treasure hunters. Occasionally, one would pass through the Grand Sahil on their way south. Eyes alight with visions of gold and glory.
Did they find anything?
Don't know, I'm afraid. But I know someone who might. A Derman Priory scholar stationed out that way. Name of Gluck. If anybody can point you in the right direction, it'd be him. Good luck.
No, some of these portraits. 10 out of 10, sir.
You praised Palawa Joko just now for granting you awareness, reanimating you? I see. What brought you all the way here from Alona to ply your wares?
You know.
Yes, of course. Would it be possible to get a receipt of purchase so that I can expense it to the Priory?
No. What happened to you? Was awakened by Palawa Joko. I'll praise Joko. You buy a statue to praise him. Palawa Joko. Are you from Alona? You're one of his undead minions? Yes, serve King Joko. You buy? Yes, I buy. I already bought all of them. Got undead mummy. Archer. And Palawa himself.
Farewell.
Yeah, I don't buy. Bye-bye. Maybe that. Stuff. So weird. Palawa, Ignatius, Joko. Wait, Joko.
Commander calling Timey. Come in, Timey.
Timey here. So, how'd it go with the gods? Did Ritlock behave?
Mostly. And it was God. Singular. Cormir was the only divine being we found. And now she's gone too. On her way out, she pretty much told us we're on our own against Balthazar.
Ouch. How did Kaz take that?
Better than you'd expect. Cormir told us we had to find answers on our own. So that's what we're going to do. We've split up to search the desert for something. Anything that can help us against Balthazar.
That doesn't spell plan to me. That's just the letter P, scrawled on a rock, in pink chalk.
Maybe I should ask a genius to come up with something better. Oh wait, I just did. Your thoughts, genius?
Well, give me a minute. You can't rush inspiration, you know.
Oh, I know. How's Aureen?
According to Kate, Restless. Maureen keeps trying to fly. Take off and landing are still a challenge, but... Well, she's actually getting pretty good at it. You know, in short bursts around the interior of the egg chamber. But it's not fun playtime flight. From what Kate says, it's more Sparkfly trying to break out of a killing jar flight.
Well, keep her calm.
Let's get back.
And don't
Our
let her
people
go
are probably
exploring by
sick with
herself.
worry.
The last
the
thing we
use?
need is to lose
The
track of
fortune will
her.
only return to take all of us again.
I'll pass
Don't
that
give
along to
in.
Kate, too.
We
We'll
have
do
to
our
hold on
best.
to our hope.
And don't
Had hope when I left
antagonize
my home to
Kate.
come here.
Say
All
again?
hope has gotten me is suffering.
Breaking up!
Stay with us, please.
No
We need
promises!
each other. We're
Define
going to build new lives
antagonize.
together.
Ding! Time's up!
Would you mind giving us a hand, Outlander?
All right. Now, where do I start? Maybe a scout can point me in the right direction.
The followers of Ascension are constantly seeking different methods to reach Ascension. Follower Zune and his golem collect forgotten glyphs in hopes of decoding their secrets. Follower Dawnwind fights to clear Augury Rock of the Branded in an effort to further her legend. And follower Adisa searches for slivers of last for follower Lucius Anvilblade to weaponize. At Augury's shadow are several other Tyrians who have come to seek Ascension. West of there is the first camp, where you'll find followers that were here before the Tyrians arrived. Far to the south are refugees from Joko's kingdom. They may know of other places of power.
Aren't you the Pact Commander? It's a pleasure to meet you. The name's Zune. Big fan of your work. Something I can help you with?
I'm looking for an associate of yours named Glock. I'm told he has some information I need.
Oh, no. Is he missing again? Again? I don't think I've ever met a more distractible Asura. Here, I'll mark them on your map. Hope that gets you where you need to go. And again, big fan. Don't die out there in the wastes.
Oh, days.
Ah! Don't you dare sneak up on me like that! You can get yourself killed doing that in a place like this. I'm far more dangerous than I look, you know. I'm sorry. This place has me a bit on edge.
I'll wear a bell next time. You're with the Priory, aren't you? I need information.
Concerning...
I'm searching the desert for... something.
I need more?
A place of special significance, possibly related to the Dragon Vlast.
You're not working with much, are you? These lands are rich with history, so that could be any number of... Wait, Vlast, you said?
Yes. Anything come to mind?
Well, since my arrival, I've heard mention here and there of an ancient lost city somewhere in the Riverlands. A hub of
feels
forgotten
better.
activity. Or it was before the fall, anyway. Supposedly, Vlast was born there. If you're looking for... how'd you put it? A place of special significance? The lost city certainly fits the bill.
Sounds like you know a lot about it. Any idea where I can find it?
No idea. Hence, heard mention here and there. All I've gathered on the topic is rumor and conjecture.
A lost city. That must be what we're looking for. I'd better check with the locals.
We head over here. almost died. And I somehow didn't record it. 10 out of 10. No, this isn't the place I was going to.
Greetings, Wayfarer. Have you come to join us in the search for Ascension?
Maybe later. For now, I need information. Do you know anything about a lost city located
traveler.
somewhere in the
What's the
Riverlands?
What about the Forgotten
Follow
City?
the moon to our
The
moon.
Forgotten?
Quiet.
Really interesting.
Get inside.
They
You're
took care of
welcome to
Last
stay
since
and
he was
take a rest.
born.
Thanks.
Sounds like you know a lot
I
about
would,
it.
but my
Any
son's waiting
idea
for
where
me.
I can find it?
What about the river folk? Suppose they might know?
Oh, yeah! Go ask the river folk.
You'll find them south of here, settled along the riverbank. They'll know more about the story.
Anaya, I want to play Ascension. Ooh, can we? Can we?
Great idea. All right, first we must pass the 3 trials before entering Augury Rock.
Do you know anything about a lost city located somewhere in the Riverlands?
A lost city? Huh. I've heard of one here and there, mostly by way of raving treasure hunters passing through.
Any idea where it's supposed to be?
Not exactly. But supposedly there's a sprawling ruin buried in the desert. Plenty have come looking, but as far as I know, nobody's actually found it.
I appreciate the insight. Be well.
Something you need, Wayfarer?
Do you know anything about a lost city located somewhere in the Riverlands?
Only in stories. Supposedly it was where Vlast was born, but it's long gone now.
What happened to the city?
Joko happened. When he redirected the river to lay claim to this region, he ravaged the entire desert. Those stretches of quicksand are his doing, as was the sinking of the city. According to legend, I mean.
Now all she wants to do is chase scarabs around with a stick all day.
I hate it here. I hate it.
Excuse me. Do you have business with Elder Muriel?
I'm searching the Riverlands for something important. I've been canvassing the area in search of information.
She does love visitors, but you should know something. Muriel's very old, and her answers are not always clear. Please be patient with her. And try to speak up. Her hearing isn't what it used to be.
Ah, and who are you? I don't know your face, but I like it.
Thanks. I'm sorry to disturb you, but I was hoping I could ask you a question. Do you know anything about a lost city located somewhere in the Riverlands?
A city swallowed whole by the desert itself. Kesho, yes.
Kesho. Is that the name of the city?
City? No, a nursery, where the forgotten toiled, where Vlast's eyes first opened, where Glint gave us her legacy.
I need to find Kesho, Elder Muriel. Can you tell me where it is?
A terrible journey across terrible lands, beyond the sinking dunes.
I see. Thank you. Kesho, Vlast's birthplace. Now I just have to find it. Excuse me, I have another question for you. I'm searching for a lost city called Kesho. What do you know about it?
Kesho? Ah, yes, that's the name. Vlast's birthplace. Swallowed by the desert, according to legend.
Any idea where it's supposed to be?
If it exists, it'll be out there, in the wastes beyond the quicksand. A dangerous place to go on foot. If you intend to travel there, you'll want to make a stop at the skimmer camp west of here. The proprietor there has been selling skimmers to adventurers for years.
Years? You must see a lot of treasure hunters come through this way.
A great many. All searching for the treasures of the lost city. And to my knowledge, none have returned. You'd be wise to keep that in mind, stranger. If you journey that way, make sure to bring your skimmer along. You look like you can handle yourself, but the desert eats the unwary. Remember that.
I'm always amazed how
Man.
I'm searching for a lost city called Kesho. What do you know about it?
Kesho? It's been a while since anybody's asked me about Kesho. How'd you come across that name?
With great difficulty, I promise you. What can you tell me about it?
You're different from the others. Maybe you are after something more than riches and glory. If Kesho truly exists, you'll find it to the northwest of here, where it was claimed by the desert. If you head that way, you'll want to bring your skimmer along. Otherwise, the desert will claim you too.
Thanks. I owe you my life, stranger.
You're a lifesaver. Bless you.
When we get moving again, how can we avoid the Forged?
We'll have to head east. Hopefully we're far enough north to avoid the Awakened.
But at least the Forged left us alive. Are you sure risking a run-in with the Awakened is better?
I honestly don't know. But if nothing else, Augury Rock should offer better cover than open desert. Besides, we'll have to head through Destiny's Gorge anyway to get to Amnoon.
I'm searching for a lost city called Kesho. What do you know about it?
Kesho? Where have I heard that name before?
Whatever happened to that adventurer we ran into last year? Wasn't he looking for some kind of lost city?
Oh, that's right. That was the fellow. He swore up and down he'd found a legendary lost city. And he asked us to join his search for a cut of the treasure.
What happened to him? Where'd he go?
See the fissure to the north? He ventured into the caves beneath it, and that was the last we saw of him.
Did anyone go with him?
With so many branded in the area? We know better than that.
Shame the adventurer didn't.
Forgotten statues. And they seem to be guarding that
No!
pit. Could this be the place?
No, wait.
Everything has unfolded as I knew it